Hi, this is Debbie. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing something really interesting. I'm going to be making some ephemera storage, and I saw something like this on YouTube where these folks used regular hanging folders and a book, and they made these really cool looking things that you could store different small items in, and I really liked the concept, and so I kind of went with it and ran with it. And this is my my conception of what it is. So let's see how this goes. I've done a little bit of work here. The original poster was somebody named Al John, and then the next person was La Cafe Craft. But I'll link them down below if I can find the original poster. I'm not quite sure if the person in Le Cafe Craft gave him credit or not, but we'll see. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. Good karma to everybody. So, believe it or not, this is from my mom and dad. They had this in the home that I lived in as a child, and this was during the 70s that they used this, and I gutted it, and I've got this one at a thrift store close by, and I paid half price. It said $1.50, so I paid 75 cents for it. And look at the difference between these two. Isn't it amazing? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of a finished product so that you can see what the end product looks like. I used some cardboard on this one, because I'm sure that some of you are not going to have this kind of a book or a book cover at all. I'm not going to assume that you have these. Now, you can use other files if you want to. These aren't very thick. Let's see. Are they as thick as this? Yeah. They're commiserate with it. This feels a little bit thicker though than the regular manila file. So if you want to, you could use some very thin cardboard maybe if you don't have these. Use what you have. Okay, that is my motto. Use what you have. Don't go out and buy these, for heaven's sake. Okay, and don't go out and buy any of these. Okay, I'm just using these because I had 2 of them. That's the only reason, okay? All right, so I made 3 prototypes here. This one is more finished than the others, but I'm going to show you what this looks like finished. So you can, well, it's not exactly finished because I'm not going to leave rice checks on the front. But this is one that you could follow because I made this for folks that didn't have the book, okay, or a book cover. So I just made it thicker for the front. So when you open it up, you have these 2 pages, okay. I just covered it with excess paper. I'm going to show you. I actually kept the paper pack that these came from. I'm trying to use up my stash, and these were in my paper pack. All right, so there's the first page. This is the second page. That's really loud, isn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to use this up. And this is the 3rd set of pages, okay? So then this is the back, all right? And then when you open the back, this is another set of pages. And then another set, okay? And then this, you're back to the front. Isn't that cool? It just blew my mind. It was so cool. So what you do is you make these things like this, like an accordion, okay? And you fill it up with the papers on this side. Then you turn it over and fill it up with papers on this side. See? Isn't that cool? I think it's just so cool. You've probably seen this before. I haven't. So this is new to me, and I'm really excited because I have a lot of ephemera that I want to keep together. You know, I have, let me just show you what's right in front of me, okay? I have all these little doodads that has, you know, little writing on them, and I have more and more, and they're all in front of me, and it's kind of embarrassing because I'm not quite sure what's in there. So yeah, I want to put everything in one place. So this is a good thing for me. All right. So this is the one that, like I said, had the cardboard. All right. And then I've got two other ones that I was just going crazy sitting in front of the TV watching videos. So this one doesn't have anything on the front or the back of it right now. So these are just papers that I added to it. All right. And then on the other side, there we go. All right. And then we've got this set right here. Hold on. I think I did it backwards. Oh, well. And then this set right here. Yeah, this one is the front. That's cool. Anyway, so you have, for me, okay, you can do it at any amount that you want, okay? For me, I did it out of 6 pieces of file folders, I think. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, I used 6 pieces, okay? That would be 3 folders to make one of these, okay? Now, it would depend on the size that you want to do it, because I made these to fit this size, okay? Now, if your book is shorter, then you're going to not use as much, okay? It's just up to you. This is just a suggestion, and you can run with it and make it yours just like I did with these, okay? All right, so what I did was I just measured the inside of this book, okay? And it was 7, I just did it 7 inches, okay? This way, and then 12 inches this way, all right? And then I went through and I cut, let me get this out here so I can show you. So I went through and I cut the file folders into that size. See? So I've got 6 here to make another one. Okay, so this is just a different colored one inside. That's all. They're all green on the outside. This one just had some tan on the inside. Okay, so you cut 6 of these, or however many you want. You can have more or you can have less. Okay, and then I used this as my my template, and I went through and I cut down pieces of paper to cover on the file. Okay, so there you go. And I ended up having to trim because they were just a little bit too big, but that's okay. You just do what you can with what you got. Okay, all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spines off of both of these books. Let me get this one out of the way. I don't need these anymore. See, I just went in and I measured the 7 inches from the spine and I cut it. That's all. That's all I did. And then it was 12 inches. So it was the full length of this. So that's all I did. I just cut these. Where are they? Trying to make this sound as simple as possible. See, I just cut these out like this. Okay, like that. And then another one on this side, like that. And so now I have these cut out in the right size. And I have a whole bunch of these cut off. Okay, I'm not throwing them away. I'm going to be using them for something. These are pretty old. We've had them for quite a long time. So I can't wait to figure out what to do with those. But so I don't need these anymore because I've already cut out the ones that I need. Okay. Oop. I keep dropping my ruler. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut these off. I'm going to cut these down. Let me get something to cut on. Okay. And here's my cutter. It's just a basic one I got at the Dollar Tree, I think. Or, well, it was either at the Dollar Tree or on Amazon. I'll look it up and I'll let you know, okay? All right, so all I'm going to do literally is just cut this, okay? I just changed out the blade so it's nice and sharp. Okay, so that's all I did. I just cut this, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to trim this off right here because this is loose. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to cut this one down too. All right, I'm going to do the same exact thing on all four sides. All right, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have separated the two books so that they are separate. I used this sanding block on it just to get the phrase off of there. You don't have to do that. I just thought it looked better with it, and these are really cheap. So I love using mine. I've used it for a very long time. It lasts forever. Okay, so and these I wanted to show you are approximately the same size as what I cut these. I want the outside to be bigger than the inside. You understand what I'm saying? This is one that I already made, and I want it to be bigger so that when you grab it, you grab the hardness of the outside. See? Like that. That's what it's going to look like. All right? So, let me show you how I do this. It's so easy. Your brain is just going to go, wow, that's so easy. I'm so excited about it. All right, so these are just two of the hanging file folders, okay? And all you have to do is you can use any kind of clear tape. You can use other tape if that's what you have. I did not get this. I don't remember where I got this. It's duck, so maybe on Amazon, I'm not sure. But they do have it, not this same brand, but they do have clear packing tape at the Dollar Tree. Okay, you can get it pretty cheaply. All right, and so let me show you what I'm doing. This is so easy. Now this is going to be a little bit loud, sorry. Okay, I'm going to make it approximately the length of the file. Okay, and I'm going to put it down maybe, I don't know, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch right onto the file. Okay, doesn't matter what side, doesn't matter. Okay, all right, and then you're going to do another one. Let me get another. I know it's really loud and I apologize, but I couldn't get around not doing this in front of you. I wanted you to see. Okay, oh, now see, I'm talking and I forgot what I was doing. All right, hold on just a second. Okay, I had to put my tape down. So while this is still taped, see this tape? It's still on there. And this is the sticky side, okay? You're going to put another piece right next to it, but not butting up against it, okay? Let me do it this way so I can see the whole length. Now I'm going to show you, this is not perfect, okay? I didn't do any of them perfect. See how much space I have in between? Maybe 1/4 of an inch. That's so you can bend it, okay? So I'm going to keep this right here, and I'm going to get that other piece of tape, all right? And then I'm going to put it right on top. Just, you don't have to do it perfectly, just as long as this part has some and this part has some, okay? All right. Now, through trial and error, one of the people that I watched folded down these at the end, and I thought, cool, okay, I tried that, and it made it bulkier, okay? And it didn't work for me. So I'm telling you, my tip is to cut these off, okay? Right at the edge, all right? So you have one on one side and one on the other side. See? All right, and you can fold it in half, and you can fold it the other way too. See? It's perfect. It's awesome. All right, so I'm going to do another one, show you. So I'm going to, first you put the tape down. Now it gets a little wonky. Okay, so here's the piece of tape. And I'm just going to plop it on here. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it over. Oops. I'm going to turn it over. The sticky is sticking up. See it sticking up. And then I'm going to grab another one. Doesn't matter what side you put it on. It can be the front or the back, this side or this side. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because they're all going to be stuck to something. Okay? And I like to do it this way so I can see the whole length. All right? Like I said, I did a few of these to test it out, because I didn't want to come to y'all and make it and then all of a sudden it didn't work right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm getting another piece of tape. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it on right over like that. Okay, and there we go. And I'm going to trim this off right here. Now I would try to get the two files about even as possible, because you don't want this part, you know, to one side sticking up more than the other. Now I do have it, this one sticking up more by a little bit. That's okay. But if you do a whole bunch, it's going to get all wonky and it's going to be a mess. Okay, let me show you one more. All right, because I want you to get this down. Okay, now we're going to get the piece of tape and we're going to put it down right over this edge. I'm hoping you can see this. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around. I'm knocking things. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is real life. Okay. Let me put these up. This takes up a lot of space, so make sure that you have a lot of space. Okay. Now, I'm going to take another one of these. And stick it on here. Okay. Isn't this a cool idea? When I saw it, I thought, oh, that is so cool. Okay, so I got it on here about 1/4 of an inch. You see the little space in between. I'm not measuring it with a ruler. If you want to do that, you can. But I'm just saying you don't have to, okay? There we go. And I just make sure it's stuck on there pretty good. Let me cut these off and then I'll show you what it looks like so far. Oop. Okay. Now I'm just going to show you these four just so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? So here's the front. So you open it, here's 1, 2, and then the back, okay? And then you open the back, and here's 1, and then the front again, okay? Isn't that so cool? All right, so I know this is getting long, so I wanted to show you how to do a few of them in a row. So I'm gonna stop this now, and I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna attach, then I'm gonna bring you back and attach the hard ones to it, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I didn't show you how to stick these on, okay? I've already taped all of these files together, and now all I have to do is glue the paper onto the file, okay? Now each one of these pages that I cut are just a little bit too tall. Yeah. So I'm going to just cut it really quick, but I wanted to show you me gluing the pages on here because I didn't show it to you, and some people need to have a visual. So this is all I'm doing. I'm just gluing the file itself, okay? And I'm using a Scotch Create glue stick. You can use whatever you have. I don't know how a liquid would work on this. I really don't. And I'm normally I try to shy away from liquid glue when it comes to paper. Okay, I'm just saying, because it does get wonky. It gets real wobbly and warped, and I don't like that. But if that's all you have, use it. Use what you have, okay? This is your project. This is your thing. You're going to be making it, okay? So I just wanted to show you how you glue it. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to finish gluing all these pages, okay? And then I'll be right back. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible, but it's already getting too long. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. So I finished one of them to show you how it's going to work, but I didn't finish the rest of them because I'm not quite sure which things I'm going to be putting in them, and I'd like to measure where I'm going to put the sections. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so this is the oldest record book that I worked on, and this is the end result of it. Okay, all right, and then this is the back side. Okay, all right, and then this is the second one. Now these can be finished off with washi tape if you want. This is the one where I put cardboard on it. Okay, and here we go. Washi tape could go down here. It could go on the edges, anywhere you want, just, you know, to add a little something to it. I may cover this with another craft paper or something just to give it a different finish. I'm not sure yet. And then this is the one that I did complete just with the pockets, just so I could show it to you. So I just used an old FedEx box that I had sitting around. It's thicker than the cereal cardboard, and I just had some of this pulled off of here. See, it's just real easy. You can actually get this wet and peel it off. That's what I did with some of it, just to give it some texture, you know. So this is the one that I did something to. I actually put the pockets in. Okay, this is how they look. I will show pictures at the end of this video so that you can see how I used double-sided sticky tape on it. I did use some ink, gathered twigs around the edges. And these just have two pockets right here, one right here and one right here. And I just stuck the bigger pictures in here and then the smaller ones in here. Then I did the same on this side. They're the same exact ones. And the reason why I used this as the pocket, it was because I had leftover paper from cutting it to fit the file folders. And there was no way I was going to let this just sit there and not use it. You know, I mean, that's what we're here for, is to use up what we've got. I also considered using vellum. Vellum is a really strong paper, in my opinion. You could use acetate as well, but I had pulled some out because I thought maybe I would need it, but I didn't because I had enough paper. So leftover paper. So these are the same size pockets that I put on this one. This one I made specifically for these pictures that I cut out a long time ago, and they started to get bent, you know, from being stored in the wrong way. So I was really excited to be able to do this. Let me get this situated here. Right here is, I put 3 pockets. So you notice that these are shallower right here than this one. See? Let's see. I didn't really measure them. This is 1.5 inches right here. And this one is 2 3/4 approximately. I did not measure these. I just saw what kind of paper I had left over, and I was trying to see what would fit, and I just cut it to fit. That's all I did. But you can measure it if you want to. But these are all pockets that I put the double-sided sticky tape, and I put some glue, Scotch Create glue stick. I will put some links down below to show you where these came from. I got them from Amazon. And you can click the links, and it won't cost you anything extra, but it will give me a little bit of something for you clicking on it. Okay. And then I made these 2 pockets much bigger so that I could put deeper stuff in here. Okay. All right. Now on the other side of this, I put smaller pockets. I put 4 pockets on each side so I could put littler photos in here. Little whatevers, you know, you can put whatever you want. All right, so I'm just showing you what I did with mine, and these all have 4 pockets as well. I think they're just adorable. And then that was it. So I wanted to use this side to use the very small pictures because I had a whole lot of these itty bitty ones. Okay, and and I wanted to use this side to put the big ones. And that's what I did. And it worked out perfectly. I'm very, very happy with how it worked out. This is an awesome idea. I'm glad that I happened upon it on YouTube. And this is my take on it. And I hope that you liked what I did. I will, like I said, show pictures on the end of where I put these little pockets on here and how I did it. Just a couple little pictures in between while I was doing it. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for hanging out. I'm so sorry that this took so long, but I wanted to explain everything to you as I went because a lot of people ask me, how did you do this? What did you use? So there you go. Thank you again, and peace out.